So, welcome to the daily analysis. Today is Tuesday, the 31st of January 2017, and the time is 16:01 here in the UK. Why are we starting this analysis late? A lot later than usual, because I am sick. I've got the flu or a cold or something like that. So, I literally slept until like 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. So yeah, that is why. So anyway, I didn't want to cancel today's webinar just because I'm sick. I figured we may as well keep going, and I'll just do it. I'll just keep it short though, and if my throat starts to hurt a little bit too much, I'll wrap things up quickly. So let's not do too much Q&A today. Let's just get through the pairs and see if there's any trades coming up, and that's it. Alright, so let's look at AUD CAD to start things off, because it's at the top of the list for no other actual reason. Alright, so AUD CAD, what's happening? It bounced away, it's coming back down. No potential setups here as far as I can see. Alright, AUD New Zealand. What's AUD New Zealand doing? It is breaking through support. Cool. That means that there's no potential trades there, but always good to see a pair breaking through support. Where's it going to stop? On its way down. Interesting. Alright, so I'll keep an eye on AUD New Zealand, but there's no potential trades coming up right now, so... Alright, what's up with GBP/USD? What's GBP/USD doing? So, to those who are in the GBP/USD short trade, was anyone that's in this room right now in that trade? Oh, Ash, you're here. I can see you here. Are you actually here, or are you just sitting in the room? Hello, Ash? Ah, he's typing. He closed at 2460, 2460. Ooh, nice. All the way at the bottom. Well, not all the way, but pretty far towards the bottom. Nice. Good work. See, I was thinking that you probably closed that out early. So I'm glad you didn't. Nice work. Nice little short. Like I was saying, I got into this trade, but I got in way too late because I messed up my entry order. Because even professional traders make mistakes. I messed up my entry order, so I got in way late. That way I had to close it out early because I didn't want to stay in a trade with such a horrible risk to reward ratio. But yeah, that kind of annoyed me, because in the end it ended up being a really, really nice trade. Probably one of the best trades of last week, and I messed it up. I guess it's a lesson to learn. Well, not for me, because I already knew this lesson. I just screwed it up anyway. But for you guys, if you're trading from your mobile phone in bed, triple check everything. Triple checking is kind of important when you're half asleep trading. But anyway, let's keep going. Good work, Ash. Euro New Zealand, what's up with this? Broken below support and it's coming back up to it. Looks like a continuation, but I don't really trade continuations, so... Ooh, USD CAD. That is a pretty big indecision candle on the 4 hour. Not a tradable indecision, nothing I would trade there. I heard one of Trump's advisors came out and said that the euro is overvalued. From the looks of it, from what I've been reading and seeing in the media, Trump, well, not from what he's been saying, but from what I've been able to read between the lines, Trump is trying to devalue the US dollar. But he's not having very much success. So now he's attacking the euro. But still doesn't seem to be working too well. One of my friends is calling it a currency war. He's saying, make no mistake, there's a currency war happening. The Japanese are trying to devalue the yen. But the US is trying to devalue the dollar. And believe it or not, in the devaluing war that is going on right now, the pound is winning, but they don't want to devalue their currency. So the ones who are trying are failing, the ones who aren't trying are winning. Crazy. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm sick, so I'm just getting a bit like all over the place. Let's stay on subject. New Zealand USD. All right, so what's going on with New Zealand USD? It is heading towards resistance. That looks pretty awesome, actually, because why does it look awesome? Because this is a major resistance area. This is this is like a crazy resistance area. See that huge bounce there? This is pretty significant resistance. This bounce occurred November last year, and price hasn't been back up here since. Now it's headed towards there again. Does it have much history? Yeah, not really. But this is a good resistance area. I'm going to keep a very close eye on this. New Zealand USD, I'm actually pretty excited for that. What I want to see is something like this happening. Price coming up to here. We start to see some indecision. Price stalling around here. Then we could jump in for a short. It's a pretty strong bullish trend right now. So I wouldn't want to stay in the short for too long, because it looks like it's probably just going to do something like that, possibly. But we'll see how it goes. But I am excited for that. That actually looks pretty good. Keep a close eye on New Zealand USD. It could be up here by the end of today. So it could be up at the resistance area by the end of the day. I'm not saying it will be. It could be. And then tomorrow we might get indecision forming. So keep a close eye on that. This one has some potential. I'll move to the top of my list, actually. All right, CAD JPY. CAD JPY. Okay. Not much really going on here. Looks like there might have been a trade there, but it would have been a failed one. Euro USD is making new highs. Things are moving this week. I love it when things move at the start of the week. When things start doing stuff like this at the start of the week. So, you know, on your Monday or Tuesday, when you start to get these kind of breakouts and price rushing up, it's really good, because then by Thursday, you'll start to get the reversals happening. So you'll start to get indecision forming and price retraces a little bit, which is where you can make, where you can take potential trades. So this kind of stuff is really good, but it means we probably won't see many setups today. All right. Yeah, nothing much on Euro CAD. USD JPY. Oh, I was so excited for USD JPY yesterday. I was thinking that we might get a reversal forming here, but it started to fall down. So we're seeing a breakout on USD JPY too, but it's really struggling with this support area here. God, this is a pretty wide support area. I need to change that a little bit. But anyway, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with this. It has made new lows beyond these two bounces here. So if it continues down, we could be looking for a reversal somewhere there. Nothing too sure about this. I'm not that excited right now. What I was hoping for yesterday was on the smaller time frames, a kind of like a bounce like that. But yeah, it never materialized. Right, Euro GBP, what is up with that? Continuation, nothing much that we could trade. It's too late to enter in any trades there. AUD JPY, it's in between two support resistance areas, so we can't really take a trade there. Euro AUD. It ranged on this support area for ages, and it looks like it might be breaking out, but I wouldn't be convinced that this is a breakout of the range, because it did attempt it previously here and it failed. So let's see what happens there, but there's nothing actually that I would trade. I know some people trade ranges from support resistance, breaks of ranges, but it's not something that I fancy trading. New Zealand CAD, whatever that is doing, not tradable. Euro JPY, in between two support resistance areas, nothing tradable here. AUD USD, in between two support resistance areas, nothing tradable here. GBP JPY, in between two support resistance areas, nothing tradable. Although I do want to adjust that area down to there, to be honest. Looks more valid. I'll leave it here for now and then we'll see later. USD CHF is making new lows. Let's keep a close eye on USD CHF, see what happens when it reaches down here. I might readjust some support resistance areas on this, see how it goes. Looks like there might be support there. GBP AUD is currently pushing down. Well, no, it's kind of pulling back up now, but it was in a short trade. Yeah, but nothing much is going on here. So there's nothing really that's tradable today. We're just seeing a lot of breakouts right now. But like I said, breakouts are a good thing because they lead to trades later in the week. But do keep a close eye on New Zealand USD, because this could come up to this resistance area and then reverse from there. That's what I'm looking for. But that's the only real potential thing I'm seeing right now. Other than that, yeah, there's nothing that much going on. Any questions, guys? You have a long on AUD CAD, should you keep it? That's an interesting question. Why are you asking me if you should keep it? Shouldn't your risk management rules tell you if you should keep it? I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm just saying, like, if you look at this trade, it's not looking too good. So shouldn't you have some rules in place that tell you that you probably should have gotten out? Alright, well, Ash is not typing back, so I'll just answer the question. Yeah, you probably should get out. Prices, you know, when you enter a trade, you want to see that buyers are in control when you enter a long trade. This first candle showed us buyers are in control. That's fantastic. But that was the Friday candle, and, you know, things can change over the weekend, which they did. And now, since the start of the week, since the start of the week, it's been quite clear that sellers are in control. Or at least the very start of the week was indecision. I don't know, if you go to the daily candles, both these candles, daily candles, they suggest sellers are in control. So, does it make sense to hold on to a long when it is quite clear that sellers are in control of price. Now, this might go against what I have said sometimes on smaller time frames. Yeah, so like if on a smaller time frame I'm in a trade and there's like 2 or 3 candles that go against me and I'm already well in profit. So let's say we enter this AUD CAD trade here. It's not a valid trade on the 6 hour, but just just for this example, let's say we entered it here. We entered it long here at this point here, right? Price came up to here and then we got like 3 or 4 bearish candles there coming back down to there. Something like that on a small time frame, prices retrace for 18 hours, 24 hours, and it hasn't even retraced that much. I might hold it. Yeah, I might just say, screw it, I'm going to hold on to this trade and wait for it to continue up, hopefully. But this scenario is completely different. In this scenario, what we have is we have a long trade taken on, let's say, the 12-hour ISU. Then we have a weekend. Monday comes, and from Monday through to Tuesday, sellers have almost complete control of price. 2 bearish candles heading into support. You can kind of see the difference there between a scenario where you're already in profit, price is pulling back a little bit over the course of like 12, 18 hours, or you're not even in profit. Well, you are, but like hardly in profit. And then price turns around for a whole 48 hours almost. So let's say it's about 40 hours now. For a whole 40 hours, price turns around and starts heading down, and you're almost immediately at break even or in a loss. It's it doesn't make sense at all to hold on to this position. I would definitely close it out. This is the thing, I always struggle with as a Forex teacher. People ask me questions and they're like, should I close out after 2 candles go against me? But people don't seem to understand that there's like a million different situations. Every trade is unique and every situation's unique, and you can't just have a cover-all policy where you always take that action when you have 2 candles going against you. Because if you're trading the 4 hour and 2 candles go against you, that's sellers taking control for 8 hours. Who cares? It's insignificant. But if 2 daily candles go against you and those 2 daily candles take you into negative on that trade, that's a completely different scenario to 2 4-hour candles going against you up here after you've entered there, and you're still like 100 pips in profit. Anyway, I'm just ranting a bit because, I always get a lot of questions from people, and that's not what you were asking me, Ash. You were asking about a specific trade. I'm not ranting at you. I'm just saying, in general, I always get these questions from people where they just want an answer that covers every possible scenario, but it just doesn't exist. You need to look at things when you enter a trade, and you need to think about it logically. When you look at it logically, this AUD CAD trade, my throat's starting to hurt, so I'm going to stop soon. When you look at it logically, this AUD CAD trade, it doesn't really make sense to hold on to the trade. Now, I'm not saying that there's no way in which we could get a reversal there. It's definitely possible. I mean, we've still got solid support here. We could get a reversal there, but there's just too many factors here that make me think that it's not a trade worth holding. First of all, price has almost definitely started trending down. So we're in a downtrend. Second, right after the weekend, like I said, we have 2 bearish candles. Third, you're already negative on that trade, or at break even if you're lucky. So looking at this one logically, it wouldn't make sense to hold on to the trade. And if you do close out and it does turn around and keep moving up, you can't really be mad at yourself because you took you took all the data you had. Well, no, you didn't. I kind of took all the data because you asked me to do it. But you've looked at all the data. Well, I've looked at all the data, and I've decided that based on what I'm seeing right now, it doesn't make sense for me to hold this trade. If this trade does end up pushing up after I get out, I won't be mad at myself for exiting because I made the best choice based on the data that I had at the time. And over 100 similar examples like this, not exactly the same because everything's unique, but over 100 similar examples like this, if I take this action all the time, I'm most likely going to end up saving money in the long run. So any single trade doesn't matter. It's what it's what happens over the 100 or so trades. So yeah, that simple question turned into a big rant, but yeah, my excuse is I'm sick, so let me rant.